there's a time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order.
Things are shifting, aren't they?
Big time.
True international pressure.
Is that true international pressure?
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. I can circle back. I'll circle back with you.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello and welcome to episode 236 of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I am Jeffrey.
I'm Brian.
And there's two guys drinking some beer, talking about what's going on. I understand most of you guys can't see us, but I have gone and done something fun with my face hair for a couple days.
Yeah.
Got the evil was it Dick Dastardly mustache? Goatee setup thing. I don't know. It was fun. Might try to rock this for a week before we come on next week, and maybe I'll have a Charlie Chaplin mustache.
Nice.
Hey, can't let Hitler steal all the cool mustaches, right?
Nope. Yep.
Anyway, we're definitely going to get into the news of the world, and it's not going to take long today because that's pretty much all that's going on. But there is some other shit that we need to talk about.
Oh.
For one, we've talked about this before with the Girl Scouts camping out in front of the pot dispensaries, right?
I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a brilliant idea. These are business women right here. You want them to be boss bitches or boss babes or whatever you want to call them, right?
Yep.
And you tell them, no, you can't do that. I'm like, I don't know, man. What the pothead is gonna walk real slow and go, can I buy some cookies?
That's right.
But yeah, New Jersey, it's caused a debate. I guess they didn't shut them down this time, or did they? Because I remember that last time we talked about it, they got shut down wherever they were, and it was like, well, that seems kind of ridiculous. You could set up on any other street corner, you know?
No, they're allowed to do it. Well, Girl Scouts Centrals in South New Jersey rejected the idea in 2024. They're allowing one troop to try it this year.
Oh, so it's the same place where they got in trouble last time.
Yeah.
Ah, all right. All right. So there we go. We are actually following up on this shit.
It just pops up in my news feed, so.
Well, yeah. Well, check this out. I don't know if it's in here or not. I thought it was in here, but apparently cannabis has been linked to chronic liver damage. Not the cannabis causing it, but in helping it. So it's like we keep hearing these articles how it causes like popcorn lung, like or whatever, like vape did, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then we hear that it like cures liver cancer kind of stuff, you know.
Right.
So it seems like you just have people on either side of this argument trying to find whatever excuse they have. Let's be real. Any medication, any drug affects your body, or else it wouldn't be called a drug, right?
Yep.
So, all right. Oh, yeah, it's actually the next freaking story. I didn't realize that. Yeah. Compounds found in cannabis reduce liver fat in new study. And fat in the liver is usually caused by damage that's been ongoing. Don't want to get too much into household medication, but the wife recently had to change her diet because of liver issues, which we're thinking might have something to do with the burn pits in the Middle East when she was in the Air Force. That also gave her kidney cancer and why she only has one kidney now.
Did she apply for disability with that?
I told her to contact the VA. She hasn't yet. And she's like, well, it takes so many people to say something before they actually agree. I was like, yes, and maybe you're going to be one of the people.
The burn pit's been added to the PACT Act.
Yeah, for kidney cancer. It hasn't been brought up with liver damage.
It doesn't hurt to try.
That's what I said. It's like, maybe you're going to be the one who puts it over the line. And she's waiting on test results to come back to find out if she's got liver cancer. So, great. She already beat cancer once, you know?
Yeah.
Which is nuts. I'm the guy who gets freaking hammered on this show. Smokes. I'm the one taking stupid chances out there, and she's the one who keeps getting sick because of the weird shit they were burning. What was it? Not Abu Dhabi, was it? Bahrain, maybe? I don't know.
Bahrain.
Maybe. I remember, I still think it's hilarious. She got sent to Abu Dhabi in the Air Force, and she thought it was a made-up place. She thought it was like a joke. She was being hazed because Garfield used to send Nirmal to Abu Dhabi. I was like, no, it's a real place. Well, I know that now. All right. Wasn't sure where to put this, but we didn't have a whole lot of follow up. And we did talk about the shooting in Texas last week.
Yeah.
Apparently, some of these anti-ICE protesters basically conspired with this terrorist to carry out this attack. So I'm curious to see where that goes because conspiracy to commit terrorism is a pretty big charge. I don't know what it carries, but it might be a capital offense in the United States under the federal government. I don't know. Well, here's a good one. Did you share this one? The treasure hunter in Ohio.
No.
Uh, he served a decade in jail. He found a sunken ship with 500 gold coins in it, and he hid the gold coins and wouldn't tell anyone where they were. So he waited out his 10-year sentence, and he's going to go collect it on his own.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maritime salvage law said finders keepers. It was like an 1800s ship, so it's not like someone can still lay claim to it, right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand why this guy got incarcerated, but there's probably more to it. I didn't see the actual trial stuff. I just saw that he served his sentence and double jeopardy it takes effect here. He can't be tried again for this crime. He can go get his gold. uh, you know as well as I, 500 gold coins. You're fucking retiring, aren't you?
Yep.
Go right to the pawn shop. Like, I'm gonna sell you 5 gold coins. I'm gonna go buy a house.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was cool. You see movies about this stuff. It never happens in real life. Uh, do you know anything about this Carrie Lake thing, the Voice of America?
She was running for governor in Arizona and lost.
I remember that, but what's up with this judge undoing her Voice of America
She
thing?
laid a bunch of people off and tried to shut off different parts of the business.
I don't understand why you can't fire people. Like this seems insane to me. That no wonder why the government's bloated if we can't get rid of unnecessary stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You have anything to add to that?
Um,
I don't
yeah,
know much about the story.
they're basically saying that they're avoiding most of the action she took as CEO because they don't think she really is the CEO of Voice of America.
You can't just say I don't think you're the CEO when it's your fucking title. That's like
Well,
saying not my president. He's not the
judges
president, right?
judges get to do whatever they want.
Yeah. Did you hear about the judge who just came out with the decision and his opinion concerning I think it's in Washington State, a Korean women's spa.
Mm-mm.
They want to do only women because it's like a nude thing, like the spa, you know what I mean? And it went to court and people were like, "Oh, that's sexist." And like, "No, no." Because they wanted to let trans people in. And the judge actually said, "How are we gonna have any decorum with swinging dicks everywhere?" I was like, "Whoa!" But he made it a point of saying he used the language intentionally because if the language offends you, the swinging dick probably offends you more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just it's baffling, dude, that people are more offended talking about what's going on than what's actually happening. Just like people were more offended by the alleged white supremacists protesting, but they were more offended than that by that than the radical Islamists who threw bombs at them.
Right.
We talked about that last week, or is that since then?
Um,
That might be since then.
yeah, I don't remember talking about it.
All right. Well, it's in here somewhere, I'm sure. And mentioned this last week. Brandon Herrera, AK guy,
Uh-huh.
got Trump's endorsement for Congress. And what Trump's got like a 90+% rating of being right when it comes to his endorsements. Uh-oh, Brian's already falling asleep over here, guys. We might be in trouble.
Yep.
What'd you do today?
I couldn't sleep last night, so
Yeah, well, yeah, I know what that's like. Dude, check this out. Tuesday, I was out in my yard in shorts, right? Made this
that
huge
sounds very
bomb.
familiar weather here.
Well, went
wore
out, had
shorts
a
for like 3 days.
yeah, I went out and I had a bonfire burning all the wood. Freaking then I had a thunderstorm 2 nights ago. Fucking snowed yesterday. I still have snow on the ground.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I started out the day in shorts yesterday, and by the time I got done with work at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was freezing to death because I needed
Yeah,
pants.
yeah, it's like 30 degrees. You're like, what the hell?
Hmm.
Check this out. Alexander Butterfield. I never heard this name, but I guess he was the one who blew the whistle on Nixon's Watergate thing.
Yeah,
He just died. 99 years old.
that's pretty old.
Yeah, and I just want to point out again, Nixon tapped one phone in one hotel room.
Unlike the Obamas.
Yes, and he resigned. Then Obama went and wiretapped every
Yeah.
American citizen. Everyone's like, yeah, this is a great idea. Just pointing out again how when a Republican does something, it's wrong. When a Democrat does it, we should all cheer, right?
Yep.
All right. Oh, there we go. What the fuck is going on with your governor?
Oh, she's
You're
a
gonna burn your state to the ground and you know it.
yep. Another reason why I'm happy to be leaving for a while.
Don't go back, dude. Uh, this gun ban they're trying to do. They were talking about assault pistols. What the
Is,
fuck is an assault pistol?
is that even a thing?
No, and the guy talked was like, oh yeah, but if you got that extra foregrip on the front, you can keep it. You just can't buy a new one. I was like, what kind of pistol has a foregrip? Like, is he talking about a short barreled rifle that you need to pay a tax stamp and get a license for?
I have no idea.
Oh, this is the argument that drives me nuts, though. Because they'll say like, oh, well, if you're not a citizen, it's illegal to vote, so we don't need to do this stuff. I'm like, well, it's illegal to fucking kill people, so why do you need to start banning guns?
Right.
You know? And I brought that up to my brother recently, and he's like, nobody's voting illegally. There's no fraud. It's just not happening. I was like, Brian, that's my brother's name too. You asked me to cast in your mail-in ballot for you. I was like,
That
you
is
do understand that is voter
That's
fraud.
fraud.
Like that. I was like, that's why I told you that's a felony and that's fraud. He's like, well, you didn't do it though. I was like, no, you sent our aunt to go do it instead.
And she was dumb enough to do it.
Well, because they voted for the same person and she doesn't have an issue breaking the law if it gets her way. But dear God, I asked them to mail in a vote for me, voting at that point libertarian.
Right.
They would have called the fucking cops on me, and you know it.
Yep.
Oh, and here we go. The ODU shooting. What?
No, it happened yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna put it down with the war stuff.
Is it in there? Because I added that just now, right before all the show started.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna put it down there, but I don't know. I decided to put it in local. So it was this guy was a convicted ISIS member, correct?
And a member of the National Guard.
Yes, and because he got a pardon from the libs because everyone deserves a second chance. So he took that opportunity to go join the National Guard, get training and get handed a rifle
Right.
and killed people, the ROTC folks at ODU.
Yeah, he
it's
killed the lieutenant colonel that was in charge of the Army ROTC.
Yes. Did you see it was students?
Yeah,
one
it was
student-
ROTC students that stopped him from killing more people.
Hold on. Did you see how he stopped him?
Mm-mm.
He stabbed the man to death.
Good.
He brought a knife to a gunfight and won. Because that's all I could think. It was like, how long is it going to take these ROTC kids to get into the freaking gun locker, get an actual gun, get
Yeah.
actual ammunition? You know what I mean? And he's like, no, I got a knife. Jeez. And how many lives did this kid probably save?
Hundreds. No telling.
Poss-
I mean,
Possibly.
yeah.
I don't know what the rules are of ROTC, but this student deserves some kind of medal, I think.
I'm sure he'll get a medal.
Yeah. And here's the question is, does this harden his resolve to be a soldier, or is he a late teenager, early 20 something gonna say, fuck that, I'm not getting involved in this shit again.
Well, since his commanding officer was killed, I would say it probably hardens his resolve.
Possibly. It's also possible he goes, I don't want to have anything to do with this. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
don't I don't know. I don't know how much more we're gonna hear about this guy. Uh this one I think is Virginia too. Yeah, Northern Virginia. What county is it? Prince William Prince William County Board of Supervisors.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. I guess the Muslim guy running on the Democrat ticket had tweeted a whole bunch of racist stuff a decade ago, and Democrats wouldn't vote for him.
Yep.
Very interesting to me because didn't they elect um, Jay Jones, who said we should kill children in their mother's arms so they can change their mind about
Yeah.
their policies?
Yep.
Yeah, and he still got into office. But this guy said something about black people. Oh, maybe that's what it is. He says about black people and not white people or Republicans. Maybe that's what it is. That would make sense. That would offend the Democrats, even if it was a decade ago, because you know how much they love their cancel culture.
I love it to death.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it looks like a Republican took the seat. Uh, I don't know. Is that a local government or federal?
Mm.
Looks like it's local government, like Virginia. Yeah, Board of Supervisors. So I don't know what that really means to anybody,
He's
honestly.
probably, well, he's gonna be back letting his fellow coworkers out of jail out of the penalty box.
I suppose. At least you got stopped him from getting the seat. Check this out. West Virginia Senate has just passed a bill for a certain medication for chemo patients. Apparently, it does something to cool your scalp down. I'm not sure quite how it works, but it helps prevent the hair loss associated with chemotherapy. And they've mandated that, well, it's going to go to the governor's desk, but it's going to mandate that insurance companies have to cover it with chemotherapy. It's like an included part of it.
Hmm.
So, not sure what I think of it, but if that's what West Virginia wants to do, I'm not going to argue with them over it, you know? And I found out that Randy Moss is from West Virginia.
Okay.
Had no idea. He was recently on the Kelsey brothers podcast, Travis Kelsey and his brother. Giving a big shout out to West Virginia. It's a different breed of people out here. And don't move to West Virginia and bring your crazy values from where you come from,
Right.
because you're just going to be pissed off and you're going to start fights with everybody. And he pointed out that everybody has a gun, so you can't just run around threatening to kill fucking everybody when they disagree with you, because as soon as you threaten to kill someone, you might get shot.
Right.
Uh, Here we go. Guapo shared these, but he is tough to find sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
The reading scores for the young kids, it says, is still lagging way behind since the COVID epidemic, but I don't think the COVID epidemic caused this lag in literacy. I think it brought it to light because parents could see it when their kids were at
Right.
home on the computer
Yeah.
at school.
Yep.
And what's crazy is these parents are pretending like this shit never happened and they're just completely content with what's going on in school again. It's like, what, if it's not in your face, it's not happening?
Pretty much.
Dear God. Which is interesting because speaking of, there's this girl in the state of Washington, young lady, rather, just graduated with a 3.87, and she's illiterate, and she's suing her school. And we've talked about more than one of these, haven't we?
Yeah.
With these kids, like that one girl got like a full ride to college because of her, excellence and academic excellence. And she's like, I can't read. And that's what you get with this No Child Left Behind.
Yeah.
You just pass her through, because if she gets left behind, she's gonna feel bad. So yeah, but you're not teaching these kids. You're just pushing them through. You could literally just sit there and do nothing and you're gonna graduate. So what good is a high school education if literally everyone gets it for simply showing up? I don't know about you, but we had kids stay behind when I went to school. They'd have to do like, junior year again,
Mm-hmm.
Uh, here we go. More lib policy. Starbucks is closing 5 locations in Seattle alone.
I think your computer got unplugged. The
What's
screen
that?
just got your screen just got really dim.
That's weird. I might just be moving, the lights changing.
Okay.
But yeah, Starbucks is closing 5 locations in Seattle. Uh, and it's obviously the taxes and everything that's going on.
That's the home of Starbucks in Seattle.
Yeah, exactly. And they're leaving Seattle. The CEO is leaving Washington State. You hear about this wealth tax they want to do?
Really.
All right. Uh, Washington State's Constitution outlaws income tax, but they're trying to push through and are about to finish pushing through an income tax on the wealthiest people. And they're saying it's only the wealthiest, whatever percent. And the big argument is obviously that was what they said in World War II. Now everyone's paying income tax, right?
Yep.
And and the best part is they didn't say they're calling it like the top 3% or whatever, but it's actually over X dollars a year. And some of these fools are coming out and actually saying, well, since Massachusetts started taxing the crap out of everyone, they have more millionaires than ever. It's because they hyperinflated everything in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And plus, it's the most moved out of state right now. So anyone who has actual wealth leaves, and then you guy making 100 grand a year, which, by the way, sounds like a decent amount of money. On average, you need $95,000 a year to pay for a 2-bedroom apartment in Boston. Actually, not in Boston, average statewide. So Boston's probably more expensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, it's like it's impossible to do this up. That's why everyone's rolling out, just like California. Now they're leaving Washington, they're leaving New York City. Yeah, it's crazy. Now Yamaha has been in Cypress, California for
Mm-hmm.
a decade, and they're leaving for Georgia, I think. Is it Georgia? Yeah, Georgia. Sure you know Yamaha. They're kind of famous for their motorcycles and dirt bikes. And that's the thing, is like, again, there's a certain point when taxes get so high, there's a certain point where people are going to say it's going to cost me less money to move my entire company to another state and build a new factory that I'm going to pay in taxes every year in California, or Washington or Massachusetts. Shit,
Right.
Smith and Wesson left Massachusetts. They've
Yep.
been there since what, like 1810 or something stupid. Oh my goodness. And Mass is like, good, good. The guns are leaving. Good, good. And it's like, yeah, I don't care if you like guns or not. Do you know how much tax they were paying into the pot of Massachusetts?
None.
Not anymore now, but dear God, they were paying billions of dollars a year in tax because that's a globally sold firearm. I personally don't own one because they're too expensive. They
All
might go
right.
down in price now though, because Massachusetts is gonna make them in mass. I don't know. Which they won't. They're gonna keep the price the same and put more money in their the company's gonna make more money. All right, all right. Where were we? California. Oh, yeah. This is dumb. A California family is suing the city for 40 million after a fatal stabbing outside of a library. Apparently this
Right.
guy had been released like hours before for something similar and went right out and stabbed and killed somebody. Like an old man. Put that thing back in your pants, Brian.
All right.
But there's no way they're going to win against the city for their stupid liberal policies.
No.
I mean, especially because that's the way everyone's voting there, and that's what they're willing to accept. They're willing to let you die to let bad guy get another chance. It's like, well, how come I didn't get a chance? And dude, I'm getting more and more frustrated. I am this fucking close, dude, to actually registering Republican instead of independent at this point.
Okay.
Oh, the Dems have lost their minds, man. They've lost the plot. They're off the reservation. Whatever racist freaking term you can think of, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I said, they're defending the people who threw bombs at people because the people they threw bombs at were asking for it by saying mean things.
Mean
Meanwhile,
things
they
are
can,
horrible.
well, yeah, meanwhile, they can call you a Nazi and a fascist, but you can't do shit about that. Apparently, if I'm offended enough, I'm allowed to kill people and the people will get on my side, you know? But
Hmm.
we'll get there. We'll get there. This Emmanuel Shalata, he's a bishop out in California. He's been arrested for stealing church donations, something like 50 grand or something, or 10 grand,
Yeah.
and going to a cat house down in Mexico with this money. I mean, I guess it's better than Diddle and Altar Boys,
Yep.
but come on, man. You know, what the fuck? And did you see this any of this California marathon stuff?
No, I missed it.
Yeah, good. Uh I will say I did like the finish. This Kenyan guy was winning, you know, just gonna trot across the finish line, and an American gave that extra burst of juice, burnt right by him, won the marathon. Then the Kenyan fell face down flat and passed out as he crossed for second.
Yeah.
But check this out. California gave people a choice to stop the race at mile 18 and take their medal and go home.
No, that's crazy.
I was like, how come they get to run less distance than everyone else and still get a medal? This is the everyone gets a trophy mentality, isn't it?
Hmm.
Dear God, how is California been so lucrative if these are the policies they have that everybody wins? Probably because they still have Reagan policies in place that are finally being undone. That's why everyone's leaving. And again, it's all this shit we were just talking about, all these stupid things they've been doing that's causing all this stupid shit to happen. These people shouldn't be allowed to vote. They're making terrible decisions. And what's going on with the SAVE Act? It looks like for the most part, the Republicans have abandoned it.
In the Senate. Nothing can move through the Senate without 51 vote to stop the debate.
Okay. For what I say, most Republicans have abandoned it, and Trump got pissed. Now he's threatening to not sign. Yeah, he's going to reject all laws until the SAVE Act passes the Senate. And since he did that, a Texas Republican senator has abandoned his filibuster stance to try to stop this from happening. I just don't understand the logic that these folks coming up with. Like,
No.
where do you register to vote, Brian?
At the registrar's office.
Well, which could be in a couple places, but
Yeah.
most people do it at the DMV, right?
Yeah.
Like when you
That
get
was
your
a
license.
motor voter law that they put in place. So
Yeah, you got
giving you
your
that convenience to just add it to your license.
exactly. You get there, you got your ID. Now you just check the box, register me to vote too.
Yep.
And was it something like 79% of Democrats and like 91% of Republicans agree there should be some kind of identification to vote?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder why the leadership is so hell bent against it, unless of course they know they're getting votes from people who shouldn't be voting. What other reason would these folks have to
No
say this
reason.
if their own constituents disagree with the leadership? But you know they're going to vote him back into office too, right? Did you see Chuck Schumer say how this is going to what's the word I'm looking for here? Disenfranchise tens of billions of voters. I'm gonna guess no then.
No, I didn't. But I don't listen to a whole lot of Chuck Schumer, so
Well, tens of billions. I'm gonna assume this was a misspeak, but that's more people than there are on the planet. So, tens of billions of people are on the voter rolls. Maybe we do need to clean them up, right? All right. All right, let's get into the meat and the potatoes already, man, because that's most of the superfluous stuff we were gonna talk about.
yeah.
Uh oh yeah, right. The Ford had a fire in the Red Sea. It's the largest aircraft carrier on the planet.
Yeah.
And is this when Iran was claiming that they had hit one of our carriers?
I think so.
Or okay. And it turned out to be like an electrical room fire or something.
That was what I guessed, and when I started reading the article, it probably was electrical. So
Fires happen on Navy ships, believe it or not.
that's what we
Uh,
train.
yeah. That's why the entire crew is trained, and then especially engineering and in particular repair division, right?
Mm-hmm.
I say in particular repair division, they're typically the guys in charge of the fire teams, like the leadership of the damage control stuff, For not talking trash on what you did because you had a different job altogether, but you had no need to know how to be a scene leader necessarily
Right. Uh-huh.
in a firefight. As long as you knew how to hold the hose or get on the comms, that was good enough for the fire team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I fought more than one fire in the Navy. It happens, especially in dry dock. I don't know how many times you were in dry dock, but all that welding, running electrical wire everywhere, it just shit happens,
Yeah.
which is why it's great to have a trained team. Now, this next one here, dude, I just saw this. It's funny because I actually saw it in the title of a podcast I'm going to be listening to after this is over. And I was like, what the fuck? And I went and Googled it. I guess like 6 hours ago, Trump just sent 5,000 Marines to Hormuz.
Yep.
Uh,
I've been to Gibraltar and that area, and there's not really room for 5,000 Marines.
maybe not, but if they let these devil dogs off the leash, that's a real issue. Versus how we did it in Afghanistan.
Right.
Do it in Afghanistan, you get a bunch of Marines blown up with IEDs and shot by 7-year-olds, right? But if you let these guys go and say, there's the enemy, I think what last time we did that was Vietnam, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if you're that gassed, man, you could have said, let's do this tomorrow night.
Good.
But yeah, and I love it. They're freaking out like, oh, 13 troops have already died. Yes, you're right. That is terrible. Any loss of life is tragic, even if it's a bad guy's life, let alone a good guy's life. But how many service members do we lose every year in training accidents here in the States? Probably more than 13, right?
Yeah.
Like, didn't we just talk about a helicopter that went down recently
Mm-hmm.
in like Nevada or something that where like 6 died?
Yeah, I
Uh,
remember talking about it.
yeah. By the way, we lost shit. It's an Air Force aircraft. It's like the big bomber the Air Force uses. That's not
B1?
no, not the stealth. It's not a stealth setup because we don't even need that anymore in Iran. It's like I want to say an A1C, but I'm pretty sure that's a cargo aircraft, isn't it? But they
No idea.
they haven't told us what happened yet. But one went down. It's in Iran. They said we have uh, airmen on the ground. They can't communicate with them, and the other aircraft managed to make it back to friendly land, and they won't tell us what happened. And they said it was not hit with a friendly fire or enemy fire, which makes me wonder if these idiots collided midair.
Right.
Uh, Possible, I don't know. And oh, Brian,
Yeah.
have you ever had steak and lobster in the Navy?
Oh, yeah, many times. Usually a
Okay,
sign that Deployment will continue.
Or you're going into a combat zone, right?
Yeah,
Democrats are losing their shit over this. Have you
I
seen it?
saw that. Yeah,
Like CNN was like going nuts.
it's been
And
going on in the Navy for as long as I can remember. So
yeah, it's a tradition. It's like you'll allow a freaking death row convict who's raped and murdered 60 women a fucking last meal, but you don't want to give it to our troops. But these folks had no idea what they're talking about. They didn't bother to look this shit up. But CNN was like, "Oh, Pete Hegseth ordered, $9 billion or 9 million, whatever the fuck it was, dollars worth of steak and lobster and king crab legs." And the conservative guy on the panel was like, "You think he sat down and ate this all by himself?"
right.
And the guy looked at him, he's like, "What? This is for the troops, right?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, right. The troops are eating steak and lobster." And then he shows him a TikTok video of these guys scarfing it down, going, "We going to war." Uh, yeah, I've had steak and lobster more than once under Obama, and nobody complained once. I mean, it's supposed to raise morale before going into combat
Right.
or quell your anger, as they say, you're being at sea for another 3.5 months, you know? But yeah, oh man, and I've seen so many videos online, people flipping out. And at first I was wondering how did they possibly get the numbers of how much was spent on each item without
Hmm.
also finding out that this is a common thing. I was like, these people are either intentionally obtuse or they got their information from someone else who was intentionally obtuse. Then I found out it was fucking CNN, Kamala Harris's campaign website, which is still up, and a whole bunch of other stuff like that. I'm like, they're putting out this information on purpose, and CNN had to come out and apologize.
Yep.
It's like, did you really think that the friggin' Secretary of War sat down with $9 million and fucking king crab legs and ate them for dinner? Like, don't get me wrong, I understand Alaskan king crab ain't cheap, but it
No,
ain't $9 million a fucking plate, right?
no.
And that probably went to Marines and anyone who may be going in on the ground, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Well, your sailors, your pilots tend to get steak and lobster because
Yeah.
you're not necessarily getting fired directly at, but going into a war zone, you're engaging in combat, you could well be
Yep.
killed just as easily, you know?
Sure can.
Uh, oh shit. Well, yeah, we'll get to that very soon. But did you see the fires that happened when Iran hit some of these oil tankers at the
Hmm.
biggest oil refinery in the Middle East?
Yeah.
Like no survivors. There's no way anyone survived that, you know? Jeez. Uh yeah, okay, there you go. $9 million in crab legs and lobster in the months before the Iran war. So saw this coming, and I'm still not sure what I think kicked this off. Because first was it Ted Cruz came up. Was Ted Cruz, right? Secretary of State?
No.
Or was it Rubio?
Rubio.
Yeah, okay. I always for some reason I confused the two, and I don't know why. Maybe because neither one was born in this country, even though one technically is a naturally born citizen. Um said that Israel said they were going to strike, and they knew what Iran's reaction was going to be and got involved instead of standing by and waiting.
Right.
But then the next day he walked it back. So I'm not sure what's going on. You know what I mean? And I don't necessarily need to know as the citizen, honestly.
Got a
And I know,
stern talking from Jesus.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is everyone wants to know exactly what's going on. Like, what are your plans next? It's like, we're going to tell you so Iran knows? Are you fucking kidding me?
There's nowhere to go. I mean,
Now, this is what's getting me here. Okay, the Iran strikes have disrupted the oil shipping to Russia and China, which we said this is good for Ukraine with Russia having an issue with oil, right?
yep.
But didn't Trump just come out and say that for like a couple days, the entire world go ahead and buy the sanctioned oil from Russia because of what's going on? I was like, that just undid the entire fucking point. Well, not the whole point, but undid any leverage you had against Russia by buying it directly from Russia. That just gives them money to build weapons.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, and then Yeah, Iran's warning that oil is going to hit $200 a barrel. I think before that happened, we would drill more, perhaps Alaska, even though we want to hang on to Alaska. But Trump went ahead and is releasing 172 million barrels from the strategic reserve that we have. And
Right.
check this out. Instead of doing what Biden did to try to make it look like his policies didn't suck, because he just dumped it into the economy, Trump is only allowing the military to use this. Which I think is a great idea. That's what the whole fucking point of it is. But by the United States citizen not competing with the military for oil, it's going to bring the price down too because there's less demand, you know? Oh boy.
I'm here.
Yeah. And now, Jesus Christ, Iran's threatening retaliatory strikes on oil facilities across the entire Gulf. They've already done it. Uh-oh. Did I freeze or did Brian freeze? Well, I'm gonna keep talking as if I didn't freeze and Brian is, even though he's the one running the show. But yeah, they've already blown all this shit up. They've hit the largest oil refinery in the Middle East, and we had a lot of people on CNN and MS Now saying that the entire Middle East wants Trump to stop because it's causing all of this reaction. And it turns out that's actually the exact opposite. The Sultan of Saudi Arabia said he's getting involved now after they bombed Saudi Arabia. Freaking UAE's getting involved because they bombed the UAE. And looks like I'm the only one here now. So that's terrific. I have no idea how to do any of this. Oh, Brian's coming back. So maybe
My internet crashed for a second.
I don't know how to give you back host. I hope it's still recording. I don't know. I just kept talking. I was like, I
Yeah,
don't know what's
it was
going
recording
on.
that I sent it to the cloud, so it would have kept recording. So
I
yeah.
was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna keep going just in case. But I was just saying how CNN, all these guys were talking about how the entire Middle East is telling Trump to stop because of what's going on.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the UAE and Saudi Arabia have both joined the conflict.
Right.
Israel was already involved. China did a non-answer when asked about it. Actually, they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we would prefer you guys don't get involved. We're not getting involved." You know.
Yeah.
And I thought Iran's safety net was supposed to be China and Russia.
No, they're not doing. They're done.
Yeah, Russia's too busy as it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And China knows what's going to happen if they try to start supplying weapons to Iran, which was the same argument we brought up about the United States supplying weapons to Ukraine, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, how long is this going to happen before Russia says, you got to stop this shit? You know what I mean? But anyway, you shared this article. I cannot open it because I guess I don't have an Apple account. Iran's not seeking a ceasefire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there more to it, or is the
That's
headline the
that's
actual
pretty
story?
much the whole gist of it, you know. So that we're gonna fight to the end.
Yeah. Well, the supreme leader that took place after the initial strikes, I think he's dead,
He
but
he
he's at least in a
came.
coma, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. How long, if Trump actually wants the Iranian people to step up and take over their own government, how long can you continue to drop ordnance before you allow these people to do it? You know,
Yeah.
I just know I'm not going over there to help take over the government if another bomb might fall out of the sky at any minute.
Uh,
I guess we were hitting 5,000 targets a day since this thing started.
yeah.
We've wiped out their entire navy. We've wiped out their entire air force. What all they have now is suicide drones, right? Like these kamikaze drones.
Yeah.
We're all right. Oh yeah, I think this is a mistake. Iran is saying now that they're only going to attach 1 ton payloads on their warheads. Ah, no, yeah, no, dang it! I thought I couldn't do that. Yeah, they're only attaching 1 ton payloads on their warheads, which is the one that hit Tel Aviv and wiped out like an entire
Mm-hmm.
was way less than a ton. And makes me wonder if they've used up everything else they have, if they're only going to
Right.
use these big ones, because why would you say something like that? You know? Oh, we're gonna scare the crap out of you. For the love of God, dude. Like half the countries involved in this conflict right now could turn Iran into a sheet of glass. Oh, there's mountains. Yeah. Mountains are difficult. You're right. But when you have the most advanced aircrafts on the planet, you know, it, fuck. Well, we hit a bunker like 2 miles underground and blew it up.
Yeah.
In the 18-day war, he called it or something like that.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, Brian, you just keep opening and closing shit, don't you?
I don't know what's going on. Where are we?
We're in war.
All right.
We've moved down to oil. All right. Here we go. Oh shit. Iran's putting mines in the Strait of Hormuz. If you close the war tab, it closes all the mini
All
tabs
right.
under it.
That's
Iran,
what they're saying. That's
we
why
blew,
we bombed all their mining ships with. So
yeah, the mine layers. So do we believe they actually did this or not?
I don't think they did it.
I don't think so either, because uh we still have all of our mine destroying vessels stateside. We actually brought them home. So I don't believe that this happened. I don't know. I uh, don't know what else to say about that. You know what I mean?
That would drag more countries into this conflict if they actually did that.
Well, shit, they've already been sinking ships coming through the Strait of Hormuz for decades at this point. Every time they get upset, right?
Are they going to do that if an Aegis cruiser is escorting the tankers through?
Fucking Aegis cruiser, dude. We've got 3 aircraft carriers there now. France
Yeah,
just sent the
but
Bernahom
if
Richard.
they're shooting them down with missiles, the best thing to put with them is not a carrier, it's a cruiser.
Aegis is an Aegis system. Yes. The
Yes.
carrier you send several miles back and you want the aircraft to blow up what sent the missiles
Yeah.
to sit. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, one strike group should be able to wipe out anything they have out there, let alone 3. I have no idea what a French carrier strike group looks like. Not even a guess.
Right.
Let's be real. How many carriers does France have? Do they send a third of their carriers?
I don't know.
I mean, because the United States has more carriers than the rest of the world combined, right? Uh, yeah, France is involved, dude. France doesn't do shit historically. Not picking on the French necessarily, but they're kind of known for not getting involved. And then once it hits their shores, they go, "Oh shit!"
They sent their only aircraft carrier.
Only.
They have one.
There you go. So yeah, these guys are all ready for World War III, aren't they? No wonder why Trump was. No wonder why Trump was bitching about these guys not putting in their fucking fair share into this.
They are planning a next generation carrier to replace it.
Replace it. Don't replace it. Keep it and put another one in the fleet, right?
Yep.
One. Okay, so war breaks out. We sink that one gets sunk. Now what are you gonna do? You're gonna spend 5 years building a new one?
Yeah, exactly.
Do people realize you don't pop these things out like fucking cars in a day or two? I mean,
No,
shit,
I think they do.
how long did it take the United States to get to the point where they were popping out like a ship a day on average during World War II? It took them like halfway through the war, right?
Yeah.
Because they converted everything into building war stuff,
Yeah.
assembly line style. Henry Ford would have been proud.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how Kerry Lake got down there. That's interesting.
I don't know either.
Oh yeah, there you go. The minesweepers are sitting in Philadelphia right now. Quick question, Brian. How much coastline does Pennsylvania have?
None.
How did you get a minesweeper into Philadelphia?
Down the river.
So why would you keep them in Pennsylvania?
Initially, no. Pennsylvania just have some coastline. For Philadelphia's on the coast. They've got a shipyard in Pennsylvania.
I'm gonna have to look at a map again. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just I'm just seeing Virginia, North Carolina. So it's north of Virginia.
Yeah.
I thought New Jersey was right there for some reason. I could have sworn I went from Norfolk to Massachusetts without going through Pennsylvania. Maybe not. It's entirely possible. I mean, it's been a long time since I've looked at a map of the U.S. coastline, which is nuts because I can tell you where Hormuz is, the Strait of Hormuz is, and what it connects, and pick
The
out my.
Philadelphia Naval Shipyard was the first United States naval shipyard and was historically important for nearly 2 centuries.
Yeah, so is it actually on the ocean though, or do they, like you said, do they float it down the river like when we built our first submarines in the Great Lakes? Now I just feel dumb. The beer, man, the beer slows everything down, you know?
I think it's right on the water. So
Maybe. I just could have sworn I went from Pennsylvania, yeah, not Pennsylvania, Virginia to Maryland to Jersey to New York to Rhode Island to Massachusetts. Maybe not. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention because I just stayed on 95 the whole way. You know what I mean?
the shipyard was established in 1776, played a crucial role in shipbuilding and repair for nearly 2 centuries. After that, it closed in 1990s, and the site was redeveloped into a mixed-use campus. The Navy Yard, now home to over 120 companies and nearly 15,000 employees.
Yeah. So it might be a mothball fleet sitting there or something, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Uh, the Israeli military has confirmed that drone attacks launched were from that targeted Israel from Iraq. Iraq. Is this just an attack of opportunity to come from Iraq, not Iran?
Yeah. I don't think Iran has anything to attack with anymore.
They got their missiles, but they're gonna run out soon, aren't they?
They got their Chinese missiles, and we're getting to see how good the Chinese technology is.
Apparently, it's decent enough to hit some targets, but the problem is they're not even necessarily hitting military targets. They're hitting like civilian houses and stuff and like apartment buildings. So is it them targeting households or are these missiles just garbage?
I think the missiles are garbage.
Think so too. And I read somewhere the United States took blame for that school that blew up, but I haven't heard anything official from the White House or the Pentagon because the videos I saw made it look like it took off from Iran, went up about, 300 yards in the air,
Mm-hmm.
fizzled out, came straight back down and detonated when it hit the ground.
Right.
Uh, oh, here we go. Our Oslo embassy, is it the embassy?
Yeah, it's an
Yeah, the
embassy.
embassy. And Oslo's Norway, right?
Yeah.
Was attacked with by terrorists. Well, Norway said it might have been terrorists, and apparently 3 brothers have been arrested for the bombing in Oslo, between the Norwegian and the American authorities working together on this one. Uh, who's going to get jurisdiction on this one? Is the United States going to get jurisdiction because it's
It
sovereign American soil?
should be the FBI.
Yeah. That's going to be a capital punishment. You know that, right?
Yep,
If convicted.
definitely.
Problem is, yeah, I say problem. I'm typically against the death penalty because who gets to decide who in the government do you trust to make these decisions, right? But I mean, look at the Boston bomber is still sitting in
Prison.
awaiting his death sentence after he killed his brother and killed an 8-year-old in Boston, right? Blew
Mm-hmm.
another guy's leg off.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
yeah. Speaking of I think they're brothers. No, they're not brothers. 2 dudes from Pennsylvania Okay. Did you see the headlines about this New York thing that came
Yeah.
out? They made it sound like the protesters threw bombs at the mayor's mansion. And that's not what happened at all. People were protesting radical Islam, and that obviously they're instantly white supremacists.
Yep.
And then two radical Islamists show up and chuck TATP bombs. TATP works similar to nitroglycerin in terms of impact, can make it detonate. You don't need a
Right.
primer or a fuse necessarily. Thank God these guys don't know what they're doing, because they were full of nails, screws, bolts, nuts, everything. Yeah, and then the next day, the mayor has a former ISIS member who had been convicted of ISIS crimes into the
Yeah.
White House bitching about the white supremacists who got attacked.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're more offended by what these guys said. And they would talk about radical Islamists. Like, we stop blowing people up because you don't like what they say. And then someone
Right.
chucks bombs at them. Like, they
Mhm.
should have, they were asking for it. Fuck you. If they were asking for it as an argument, then dear God, stop bringing up all this bullshit about a woman wearing a mini skirt in an alley at 2 a.m. She's going to
Yep.
get raped. She was asking for it, right?
Right.
It's the same argument. And I swear to God, I've heard a million times it's not her fault. You know, teach men not to rape. How about you teach fucking jihadists not to blow up fucking citizens?
Right.
By the way, I just like to point out we've all heard religion of peace.
Yep.
Do you know who coined that phrase?
I don't know.
Bush Sr. after 9/11, when he said, don't go pulling people out of their cabs and
Okay.
beating them in the streets because it's a religion of peace.
It's
Nowhere.
not.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was
there
the one who
are
said
sects
this.
that are peaceful, but not very
Well,
many.
nowhere in the Holy Christian Bible does it say that anyone who doesn't worship Jesus is below you and you get forced to pay tribute to simply exist, and you
Right.
can kill them because they're bad. Fucking Iran's charter it says right in there that the world will never be right until all the Jews have been exterminated. The
Mhm.
trees will whisper, "There's a Jew behind me, come kill him." But I'm the bad guy for reading their own fucking doctrine out loud, you know?
Yep.
Criminy. And it says the NY police officers have been praised as heroes for capturing these bombers.
But
But I
Madani didn't acknowledge them doing it.
no,
He didn't say anything about it.
no, and I haven't heard anyone say anything about this except people on the internet like you and me. I haven't even seen it on Fox News saying these guys are heroes.
Right.
Freaking cop jumped over the barricade, charged out, and tackled one of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Dude's chucking bombs and you're charging at him. Good for you.
Yep.
And let's be real, probably the only reason why that guy didn't get shot was because there were other civilians near him. And the cop didn't want to hit someone else by accident.
Yeah.
So let's all take a moment here and appreciate police restraint and making sure they get the right guy, because no one ever gives cops praise for doing the right thing. We only ever hear about them screwing up.
Yeah.
Just like now, the body cams they demanded that all cops carry, have
Right.
on all the time. They're racist now, you know.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they should be undone. No cop should have one anymore because it's racist, because it makes it look like these black people are attacking the cops. And it's like, was that because they did? You know? Like,
Yep.
now you can't just take this guy's word for it. This video. Oops. They genuinely thought that this stuff wasn't happening, I guess. Or maybe they thought the body cams would never happen. They'd have an argument to bring up forever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. There's the ODU shooting that you yeah, Mom Don, yeah, exactly. He brought an anti-Israel activist in instead of the cops that stopped this attack. Yeah, so I don't know. Are we gonna I don't think there's any more to find out about this ODU shooting, by the way.
No,
The guy,
most of it. He was
Lebanese or
he
something?
was but he was already arrested for terrorist activities.
Yeah,
For
and
hire.
then let out and allowed to.
And he definitely said Allahu Akbar.
At least don't let the guy join the fucking guard, Virginia. Criminy, the weapons you gave him access to. Thank God he wasn't trained better with different weaponry than a rifle, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. He wasn't Lebanese. He was something else. The dude in Michigan is Lebanese,
Okay.
and his family or something was killed when Israel bombed Iran. So he drove his vehicle through a synagogue in Michigan.
Yeah.
So Israel and Jews are the same. We've been told it's not, but we keep treating them like they're the same, right?
Right.
Just like what Harvard University, friggin' all these other schools, they were attacking Jewish students because of Israel.
Yeah.
And then they tell us Israel and Jews aren't the same. It's like, well, then stop treating them the fucking same. You can criticize the Israeli government. That's fine. But how come you're allowed to criticize Judaism and Christianity, but I'm not allowed to say what the fuck is going on in Islam?
Nope.
And that's the difference is you have two major sects of Islamism or
Mhm.
whatever it is. You Shiites and you Sunnis typically, right?
Yeah. They're usually fighting each other.
Yeah, one of them is incredibly dangerous. Like we're superior people on the planet, and the other one just wants to worship God and be left alone. They'll wave to you on your way to church and say, enjoy worshiping Jesus. And
Yeah.
the other sect, I can't remember which one is which, will blow your fucking church up.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to bring any of this up, and it's
No.
baffling to me that reading out loud what actually happened is more offensive than what actually happened.
Yep.
Anyway, not a lot to talk about tonight. That was pretty much it. Anything you want to bring up, talk about in general?
No. I think we
All
covered
right.
it all.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Like I said, it was basically all the news coverage is what's going on in Iran.
Yeah.
And it seems that not even your average liberal, but the news agencies and the people in charge of the party would rather see Iran win and kill everybody than Trump win. Oh, I will bring up ABC put out that the White House told California that to expect a drone attack from Iran. And the first thing I thought was, why would they go to California? That's as far away from them as they can possibly get on the planet. Turns out that never happened. These folks were just trying to stir up panic and get him angry at Trump. They had to issue a retraction and apologize. Or else they would have got hit with a defamation per se suit, which per se means you knew it was wrong. You weren't just misinformed. You did it on purpose to make someone look bad.
Yeah.
But that's our shit.
Yep.
Short show. I expected this to go longer, but when I was done compiling it was only 2 pages. So that's what we get.
Yep.
Let's finish this one off.